just the way that the fixtures have thrown themselves up, but he seems to be playing a lot of opposition very quickly back to back. A little bit revenge in the air with this one, I suppose. How do you feel?
No, not revenge, but because we can't win the points that we lost. Nah, you can't lose points, but we didn't win any points there. And even if we win points right now, we won't get rewarded with more points. So for that, it's just another game, but also against one of the best sides in this league, Blackburn, in a top position. Although they, of course, had a bit disappointing result today, but it's a really good side for me. Definitely a contender. Yeah, for the top 6 and also for the top 2. So they are ambitious and have a really good squad, a really good manager. It's always difficult to play against them. We had also our experience, not just in this season, also last season. They are well structured against the ball. It's not easy to open them, and for that we have to be again at our best in order to find good solutions, also better solutions than we found in the first game, in order to create chances and to cause problems for them. And it's a big task, and have to be on it even from tomorrow morning.
But you're looking pretty invincible at the moment. Blackburn lost as we speak today. Watford lost, Sunderland lost, Sheffield United dropped points. I mean, how much pressure are you creating on everybody else now?
I'm not sure if anyone is impressed by impressed perhaps, but not feels extra pressure just because we are winning games. So we just want to focus on ourselves and want to keep going and don't let the standards drop, and make sure that in each every game, if it's a home game, away game, opponent who is in the top positions in the league or perhaps fighting against relegation, we always want to be on it and want to perform on the best possible level and also to reward ourselves with the best possible result. And it's the same task also against Blackburn. So for that, it's we are respectful. Yeah? We know that also in last season we suffered against them. Also against the setup of John, it's always difficult to open his teams. Also like against Birmingham when he was in charge, it was not easy for us to open. That of course was a bit difficult team at this time. But I know also how well structured his teams are, and for that I'm pretty respectful, because they have a really good manager, they have really good players, exciting offensive players. I need to find good solutions, better solutions than I found the other night away at Blackburn, and we all have to be at our best in order to keep this one going.
Do you think you might be forced into any rotation with looking at your players tonight after the 2 games in such close proximity?
Yes, we will see. So I mentioned before, 4 games within 10 days. Of course, we are forced to use the whole squad. This turnaround is a bit easier because we won't be too late back home tonight. So they will have at least 3 proper nights between the games. So the last turnaround was much more complicated because we arrived back at Leeds in the early hours of Friday morning. So this is right now a bit more relaxed, but still we have to keep in mind who played how many minutes. And of course, we also in this game we need a few fresh legs on the pitch and new energy on the pitch. If we rotate in the same amount, I can't tell you right now, so I have to wait a little bit also, and we have to assess the players and have to see if all the knocks and hits are serious or if everything is okay. It seems like there's no new injury, at least during this game, that helps a bit, but of course you can also expect a few rotations, yes.
And you've included James DeBio in the last couple of games, obviously Max Buber and Sam Chambers has been involved as well. Why DeBio as opposed to maybe Sam Chambers?
James was out for 2 weeks in training, and obviously just after a few days was not willing to take Sam out. Right now, Sam is struggling a little bit with his knee and is not able to train. And James DeBio is right now, since more or less 10 days back in training, and for that's the reason that he was involved in the last game day squads. And Max is still out. Trained yesterday the first time together with us, but it was just more like a low intensity session. I hope his reaction is all right, and I hope he's also back available for selection then pretty soon. At least it looks a little bit better with him, so I hope he's capable from now on also to train with us.
Have a good New Year.
And you, man. Thank you.
Daniel, I know you don't ever get carried away, but do you feel this team has the ability to go on a run in the way last season's team went on a tear through the division?
Yes, ability, yes. Otherwise, we wouldn't be there. It was such a impressive run right now, even now. So we know we can defend, we can attack together, we can show steel if needed, we can win tight games. Of course, we have the ability, but the ability is one thing. It's more or less you have to prove it, and you have to show it, and have to show this consistency. And it's not like actions speak louder than just words. So to speak about that we have the ability is not important. It's more like that we have to show it, that we have are capable to show same consistency in months of result, like we, for example, also did in one period last season. This is of course the aim and the claim, and this is what we want to show.
How much more football has Sam Byram got on his legs, isn't it? Because he's played a lot.
I don't know, to be honest. So he is delivering much more than I expected. But what should we do? Max Wöber is out. Junior Firpo is out. Of course, also like today, we've faced a side who is, I think, number one in terms of set pieces in this league. We needed also his strength in this terms and his defensive strength. Of course, we had also Isaac available, but he's more offensive-minded fullback. And today, behind Largy and against so many good headers, we needed also Sam Steele. He's playing much more football than we expected. He would be capable to do this, but his behavior is so professional. He works so much on his recovery, and we try everything. We'll put him right now in the next 48 hours also into the ice bars. I'm not sure if I allow him to come out early because we need him. We simply need him, and we need his experience, his maturity. And can't tell you if he's ready to go again on New Year, because it's also crazy loud for him, but we'll try also everything in order to make him fit and available, and at least no new injury today, and that's good news with them.
We spoke in the summer a little bit about Harry Gray, because you included him in your pre-season squad, and then you had that issue. Where is he in his recovery from that?
Yes, he was not back in our team training. Obviously, he had lots of individual stuff in terms of his rehab work. Is right now also like his first steps is more like on under 21 level. Was not involved in our team training so far, so we won't overrush it. Also with him, so he just should get a first taste of senior football in the summer. It was always the plan to let him develop, also calm, more or less with the under 21, and right now after his long-term injury he will make the first steps also further on in the under 21, and there will be the time when he will be involved also in training, but at the moment it's right not to overload him.
Anybody else? Yeah. Daniel, you've obviously been great in this division all season, but at home you've been particularly good. How do you explain such a good home record?
Yes, quality, and show this quality also with consistency. So sometimes the momentum can also change pretty quickly. We had a tough start into the season once we lost many players, and then unlucky draw against Portsmouth, and then a really unlucky 0-1 loss against Burnley. Although we were the much better side, and also FA Cup defeat, and everyone was concerned about the home form, and then we brought some consistency into it. And right now everyone is speaking about. What do we have? 9 wins in a row. Of course it's impressive. But it's more or less like in each and every game you have to be on it in this league. And of course, one topic is always like to be a fortress at home. Otherwise, you can't be in a top position. But right now, I think we're also pretty much in a really good position also in the away table again. Otherwise, you couldn't be there top of the league. And for that, wherever we go, we don't change our approach. We want to play. The way we play and also the way we approach the games, we play pretty dominant and attack. We want to make the opponent suffer and also exhaust them a bit during the game. And I think our approach, and to show this approach, was and execute it with quality. And this is more or less the reason why we deliver many good performances. And if you do this, then you also have the chance to deliver many good results. But you have to stay on it. If you give 2% less, home or away, we won't win games, and for that no reason to be over the moon, no reason for complacency, or stay humble, stay focused, and this is what we're trying to do.
Are you wanting to make New Year's resolutions, and if so, what would your resolution be for 2025?
To be honest, I didn't have time to think about it because of this busy period, but good recommendation. I will do this right now. And if I have a special idea, I will let you know as soon as possible. But tonight I'm just happy and would say, come on, let's keep going exactly like we did also in the recent weeks.
You're obviously a winner. You've won this division with Norwich twice. And is it important for Leeds to not only win promotion, but to win the division for you?
Well, I want to win each and every game, and if you win each and every game, you will end up with 138 points and win the division. I know this, and if I don't win each and every game, I'm always a bit disappointed. That's quite normal. But for us, it's more or less like I'm not carried away of thinking about what will happen in a few months, and I have so much work to do in order to focus on the everyday work. So I had so much to do in order to replace Rutter, Summerville, Kamara, Archie Gray, and I was not thinking about winning the league. I was thinking, the hell can we be successful also in this season when we lose so many key players? We found Joe Roswell somewhere from the bench in Southampton, and then a player who was just relegated to the second tier in Spain who no one knew, and then we found a player like Tanaka in the second division in Germany. To be honest, I was not thinking about the title, and I was also not thinking we have to win the title. I was just thinking, how the hell can I win the first game anyhow, and so on. And right now, I have no time to think about, okay, if we win the title, if we want to get promoted anyhow. My only focus is, how the hell can we score a goal against John anyhow? Because I have not managed to score a goal against him in my last games against them. I have not managed to score a goal against Blackburn in the recent games. And this is my only concern. And about all the topics we can speak about, game day 44. Then hopefully at some point. But right now, I'm not willing to waste 1% of energy to think about things like this.